Anything that's limited must inevitably create conflict.
We mean any thought that's...
If I say I'm an individual, it's limited.
Yes.
I'm concerned with myself, that is very limited.
Yes, we have to get this clear. See, if I say this is a table which is limited, it creates no conflict, right?
No, there's no conflict.
Now when I say this is me, it creates conflict. Now,
yes.
Now,
the me is a divisive entity.
Yeah, let's see it more clearly why, you see.
Because it is separative, it is concerned with itself. The me identifying with the greater nation is still divisive.
Yes, well, I define myself in the interest of security so that I know what I am as opposed to what you are, and I protect myself, right? Now, this creates a division between me and you.
We and they and so on.
We and they. Now, that comes from my limited thought because I don't understand that we are really closely related and connected.
That's we are human beings.
Yeah, we're all human beings.
All human beings have the same, more or less the same problem.
Now, I haven't understood that. My thought is, my knowledge is limited. I think that we can make a distinction and protect ourselves or me and not the others.
Yes, that's right.
But in the very act of doing that, I create instability. Right?
Yeah, that's right. You create
insecurity.
So, if we see that, not merely intellectually or verbally, but actually feel it, that we are the rest of humanity, then the responsibility becomes immense.
Yes, well, how can you do anything about that responsibility?
Then either contribute to the whole mess or keep out of it. That is, not to be at peace, to have order in oneself.
Well, I didn't.
I'll come to that. I'm going to talk.
Yes, you see, let's come. You see, I think we've touched on an important point that we say the whole of humanity, of mankind, is one.
Yes.
And therefore, to create division there is destructive.
Dangerous.
Yes. Now, whereas to create division between me and the table is not dangerous because in some sense we are not one, though.
Me and the trees.
That's only in some very general sense that we are one. But
now,
mankind doesn't realize that it is all one. I think we've. You see,
why?
Well,
why?
let's go into that. You see, I think we've been going that this is a crucial point. That it's clear it doesn't because there's so many divisions, and not only in nations and religions, but from one person to another.
I know. Why is there this division?
There first of all is the feeling, at least in the modern era, that every human being is an individual. Right? This may not have been so strong in the past.
That's what I question. I question altogether whether we are individuals.
Yes, well, that's a big question because...
Yeah, of course. We said just now, the consciousness, which is me, is similar to the rest of mankind. They all suffer.
Yes.
They all have fears. They're all insecure. They have their own particular gods and rituals, all put together by thought.
Yes, well, I think this calls for some, there are two questions here. One is not everybody feels that he is similar. Most people feel they have some unique distinction. At least they...
What do you mean unique distinction?
Well,
distinction in doing something?
Well, there may be many things. Like, for example, one nation may feel that it is able to do certain things better than another. One person has some special things he does or qualities.
Of course. You are more intellectual than I am. You are somebody else better than this and that.
Yeah, he may take pride in his own special abilities or advantages.
But when you put away that, basically we are...
But now, yes, we have to say what does it mean. That you're saying that these things you've just described, which are...
superficial.
Yes, now the things that are basic are what?
Is fear, sorrow, pain, anxiety, loneliness, and all the human travail
Yes, well, many people might feel that the basic things are the highest achievements of man. The highest achievements of mankind, and not
Which is
these.
what has he achieved?
Well, let's discuss it. You see that?
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, many people, at least I understand. We've discussed this often, but I think we must
yes, sir.
bring it
Go
out.
in, let's
now,
go into it. What have we achieved?
Well, for one thing, people may feel proud of the achievement of man in science, in art, in culture, in
We have
technology.
achieved in all those directions. Certainly, we have.
Yes.
Vast technology, communication, travel, medicine, surgery.
Yes.
Has advanced tremendously.
Yes, I mean, it's really remarkable in many ways.
There's no question about it.
Yeah. Now, you're
What
saying that
have we psychologically achieved?
Yes, I mean, one point is to say none of this has affected us psychologically.
That's
right. And the psychological question is more important than any of the others, because if the psychological question is not cleared up, the rest is dangerous.
Yes. They're quite right. Dangerous. If we psychologically are limited, then whatever we do will be limited. And the technology will then be used by our limited.
Yes, the master is this limited psyche and not the rational thought,
rational
structure of technology. Right?